Hello viewers, this is Leva Buhay. I'm sitting here. Actually, this is the room of my second son. And I'm arranging his clothes and there outside, I just see the beauty of fall. Those trees are, we call it, I think it's a birch tree. And they look so nice when their leaves turns yellow or yellow-orange. So if you go to the woods, then all those kind of trees, all the trees except the pine trees, their leaves will turn yellow, yellow-orange. Some of the trees, their leaves turn red. And it is just beautiful to see. You get a lot of appreciation when you see the nature changing. So every year there are 4 seasons in other countries. And the way the 4 seasons change, it's really a change. Me, who comes from the Philippines, an Asian country where we have, we don't have the 4 seasons. We only like rain, summer, rainy days, and summer days like that. But if you in a European country or other, in the USA or other Western countries, this is how it looks like. Countries who have the winter, the spring or the autumn, the summer, and the fall. That house there is the house of our neighbor, just beside our house. So as you see, if you look at it, I just sit here beside a window, I just realized that life is actually almost the same like the trees. So like there are times when because these trees doesn't totally die. In the winter, they lost their leaves. They look dead. So my first time here in Sweden, I was like shocked, like, oh my God, all the trees and my bushes and my flowers are dead. And my husband was like, no, they're not dead. It's like that when it's fall here in Sweden. And then when it's fall, they turn yellow. And then after that, they will fall down onto the ground, all the leaves, and they became brown, and then they get rotten on the ground. But the tree itself doesn't die. They survive. It's only the leaves that doesn't survive the very cold temperature of the weather here when it's fall. And then when it becomes winter, then all those leaves will be gone. But the trees, they look dead, but they're not dead. So as I had lived here in Sweden for like 16, almost 17 years already. And before, I feel a little bit depressed or sad when it's fall because it's getting darker and darker. And then it's getting colder and colder. But then later on, I learned to love the fall. Because if you see the beauty of it, it's like the leaves turns to yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange. And then they fall down on the ground. But it's not the end of their lives. It's same like us. Sometimes we go into frustration, depression, feeling down, but then our life shouldn't end like that. Life must go on. And these trees are totally the same. Every season they change. They have the season of fall where they look like that. On the winter they look like dead. But then when the spring comes, there will be leaves that will start to grow again. And when the summer comes, then the leaves will totally develop and all the trees in the woods will have very beautiful leaves. And so as you see, our lives is the same. We are in a period in our lives, we have periods where we're down, we have periods where we're so happy. So it's like we shouldn't only appreciate the beauty of summer. Well, everything blooms. All the leaves look so beautiful, like what we expect for it to be always just green. It shouldn't be like that in our lives. It shouldn't be like the life of the tree. In the fall time, all of them will fall down on the ground, but the leaves stays alive and wait for the next time. So we should also be like that. We take it when we're down, then let it be. We have to consider that when we're sad, then we can be sad. If you want to cry, then cry it out. Shout it out. It's because it doesn't mean it's the end of life. You still have to think that there will be the autumn that will come. And then it will come the winter, even though it's very cold, but there is a beauty in it. So a lot of people likes to do activities, sports during winter, skiing and all this stuff. So there's always life in there is always happiness, there's always beauty in every season. And it's the same with our lives. There's always time for happiness, there's always time for sadness, there's always time for loneliness. If we are so good taking and appreciating the beauty of being happy, the feeling of being excited, then we should learn to embrace the frustrations, the depression, the loneliness that will come in our lives, because life must go on, just like a tree. They can lose their leaves and they stand there and wait for the next season that the leaves will come back and grow again. And in summertime, if you look at them, it's like they have a big celebration, that they look so beautiful and green when their leaves are totally developed and green again. So they have this cycle all the year round. So if you see the nature and relate it to your life, we are human beings, almost totally the same, like the living things, the living plants around us, the trees. And but of course, it's not an easy journey. Maybe sometimes it's just easy to say. It's just easy to give a friend an advice. But I know if you are in it, it's not so easy. But mind you, if you have friends around you, you have your family around you, it's something you should be thankful. And it's because our lives can be full of challenges. Our lives can be full of hardships, loneliness. But then, behind all those challenges, there is always something, what we call happiness, excitement, that will follow with it. It doesn't matter how long it will take. It might be different. There might be a difference between two individuals. How long it takes for a person to recover. How long it takes for a person to be happy. But one thing for sure, just like the trees, there is always the summertime where they gain again all their beautiful green leaves. But even during this time, even if it's like time that their leaves will fall down, there is still something in them that you will appreciate. and that is the beautiful color of the leaves. And during this time when their leaves will fall down on the ground, they give nutrients to the ground. Excuse me. They give something to the ground. You can collect the area where you have the leaves. You can turn the leaves into compost. So here people usually collect them and put them in an area and have them there, and they get rotten and they turn into compost. So it's like that. Every season, every period, every stage in our lives, there is meaning on it. If you want to see, you want to watch, you want to listen more about me talking about life and all this inspirational talk, and then try to just look at my other videos, and I have it. I am not just giving information about one thing. My channel is offering different ideas. It can be home ideas, it can be all about life, it can be all about motherhood, and so ever. Because I just want to share what I learned, what I experienced, what I know. And I'm sure I'm not maybe the expert, but I know that experience really had taught me a lot. And I just want to share it with you. Again, my friends, subscribers, those who have not subscribed yet, please just click the button there and be my subscriber, so you will be notified every time I will upload new videos. This is Evelyn, the creator of Live a Buhay, thanking you again for supporting me. That's all for today. Bye-bye.